Good morning, traders, and welcome to Price Action GPS. I'm the Market Surfer, here with your morning report for July 24th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. Well, last week was, as much as things are going on and we see the news, we'll talk about earnings first. Today's earnings are all these companies, the ones that stand in mind. Domino's Pizza for me. Just want to see how well they're doing as far as a national chain dealing with spending or dealing with consumer spending. But I don't think Domino's Pizza will be affected. But the chart doesn't look too good, to be honest with you. But we'll look at that in a second. Spotlight today is Google, and I believe Microsoft. I have Google's chart up, but not Microsoft's. Of all these, of course, the semiconductors, but what I'm saying is Whirlpool and Domino's Pizza. Washing machines, dryers, refrigerators, and takeout food. It's just the way I look at the economy. So this will be in the show notes as well as today's S&P Flash U.S. Manufacturing PMI. I believe the system is basically set up, and we will start hearing news, or however the news goes, the guidance and everything else will be pushing us in a certain direction. That's just my opinion. So the next few weeks, I think August is going to be a rough month, and it will be because of rollovers in the most of the futures market. And here we are with Bitcoin. So here's Bitcoin. We're still laying flat. I believe that we're going to hit 32. I think we go up, take that out, and then roll over. Dollar index. That's probably where we're going. I would say right around where we are is the upper limit. Not that it can't continue to go up. I just think right here we are at some good resistance, and it'll hold off for a few days. Maybe even retreat down to here. Not sure if we're going after that yet or not. Let's let the next few days play out. But the momentum's starting to get overstretched on that end. Here's Tether. I thought Tether was going to start doing things, but maybe the dollar's not finished its wiry movement yet in order for Tether to take off. XRP and Tether, let's just see what they do. Gold, on the other hand, let me go to a daily. Actually, I'm going to go to a weekly so you could really see how gold looks. This is the zero line. I call this is the middle ground between the high before the COVID crash and the bottom of the COVID crash. Here's the middle zone where I think gold, we can get down to 1,400. I believe we're going to have a sell-off on gold and a serious dollar strength rally. This should take us to here. But once again, our upper limit is to up here. That's a triple top on a long, and that would end up taking us down to about here. So maybe we find some support down here, and then we rally up. That's what the chart says. This is a weekly. But if we're looking at the weekly and we expect the failure to the downside, then we go to the daily. This is still riding. We're still above these moving averages, so this is still in play. But once these start turning around on the daily or even the 4 hour, even the 4 hour, we're above the moving averages. We can go after this high, and if we're going after that high, we're probably going up here. We're at somewhat of a support range to gain some momentum to go to the upside, but that is if the dollar gets weaker, the gold will go up. Here's the regional ETF. It's reached its height. I think that's a good resistance level. It's going to have a problem getting through there. There's no volatility in the bond market. I'm surprised that they fixed something. Here's the 2 year. It looks like it's ready to roll over. bonds. Same thing, but they're inverse of one another. If this goes down, the yield goes up. So they are inverse of one another. SDS, is it finally found the bottom? S&P 500 finished its rally. Well, we're starting to get the signs of a floor in, but let's let it pan out. This is a daily chart. This could take a few weeks. Apollo finally took out that top right there. There should be a major sell-off, and it's divergent, meaning we have a higher high with lower momentum. Earnings are the 3rd next week, I believe, next Wednesday maybe, next Thursday. Palantir, that's definitely topped out. Same thing, divergent. We have a higher high, lower low. Here's our ghost pattern to initiate the 3 to the 4, and then 4 up to 5 in L8 wave terms. Even on a daily, this is choppy, but that should be the sell-off. Plus a dividend was there. Russell 2000, maybe we take that top out, but everything seems to be at a place where the market can roll over. Home Depot, Starbucks. This week, I got to start looking at the Starbucks options. And Sean, here we go. I don't know if you put your stop in, but I would have my stop right there at 189. Warner Brothers, still holding on. Generac, maybe we get another pop out of that. Spotify, man, is this going to roll over or what? See if we get another bounce off this, try to take that out, and look at shorting it. That's an hourly chart, so it looks like we should get a drop down. This is the micro E-mini Dow Jones, but an hour chart at this time in the morning, don't worry about it. I just had it up because I was trading at the end of the day last week. And here we go, Domino's Pizza, today's earnings, today's earnings, they already gapped up to there. Pattern-wise, this looks like a failure, probably down to this level. But let's see what happens. Same thing with Google. Google's earnings are today. This one looks like we can get another ride to right there. But then that's, unless we're continue for a new high. But this looks like we could at least try to get another. That is good support there. It doesn't have to do anything. You can just find some more support right here down 103 area. And then from there we can go to new highs. I don't know if we go to new highs right from where we are on Google. So I'll go back to Bitcoin. What other crypto? Monero, here's our Monero chart. I'm going to go to a weekly on Monero. Same thing. There is support there, support here, and we're penning. And this is going to pinch. It's going to pinch and bounce out. Or are we just going to get to that right there and then roll over, go down to the October 2nd, 2020, which would probably make sense. That's the pre-corona. That would make sense to the chart. And we're talking about inflation and deflation. If we're trying to deflate what we put in since the COVID crash, then we're almost there. Instead of looking at charts the way I look at them in the weakness and overbought, oversold, I think a lot of people are looking, once we get to levels that are pre-pandemic, then maybe that's a buying opportunity. That's their psychology. I don't necessarily think so. I'll let the chart determine that. But with that being said, everyone, this is a value for value endeavor. If you are watching this on No Agenda Tube, please donate there. Boostagram right there on it. Just hit it, say boost. Send us a little note on what we're doing. If you're watching this on YouTube or any other video platform, do yourself a favor and go download a new podcast app at newpodcastapps.com. Podverse and Curiocaster work great for video, and it's your own thing. We could never be interrupted. No one could ever take me off of there. if we ever get serious into economics and trading, where we have to talk about things, during the 2019 to 2021, there's probably things that I couldn't talk about on YouTube that I would talk about on videos. So with that, the importance of not losing contact. So newpodcastapps.com is the way to do that. There's boostergrams on there. Set up your own wallet. We can boost, give me feedback. At least give us a thumbs up and share the video. So thanks again, everyone, for your support and your courage. Talk to you guys again in a few days. See you on Wednesday. Stay safe and effective.